Good morning. It is Tuesday, October 12th. I'm here to tell you that I have finished my sweater. I don't have to touch it except to block it again. I woke up early this morning as I normally do, and I don't know why it took me so long to weave in the ends, but I was up at 4 and it took me till 7:30 to weave in the ends and sew down the pockets. Now, to be fair, I was watching a podcast and FaceTiming my friend Wanda, and that probably had something to do with it, but either way, it's finished. It's absolutely gorgeous. I do have to block it because it has this rolled collar, and well, it's not a rolled collar, it has a collar and it's rolling on me, and I need that to lay a little bit better. See, it's all bunched up at the end here. So I will be blocking it today, and hopefully it dries in time, but even if it's not completely dry, it'll be mostly dry and shaped, and if I have to pull it off the blocking mat to bring it with me and finish drying it, I'll be able to do that. So I am not worried about it at all. It was a really easy knit. I didn't have any problems with the pattern at all. I will say I have said before that she doesn't hold your hand through this, and she doesn't, because there are some things that if you already know, they're not necessary to say, and I understand that. Like, she doesn't tell you how to sew the pockets down or even to sew the pockets down, but you should know that when you're done knitting the sweater, you have to sew the pockets down. So stuff like that. But it was such an easy pattern, and it was great. Like, I love this. I love the construction of the sweater. I love the pocket construction, and this is my favorite shaped sweater that I have ever knit. So I'm really happy for it, and I can't wait to wear it to Rhinebeck, except that now I'm trying to figure out which sweater I'm gonna wear on what day, because it's supposed to be 77 on Saturday. What am I supposed to do with that? Like, not only is it going to be 77, it's going to rain, but it's going to start off at 57. So at 9 o'clock in the morning, when we're all standing in line waiting to get in there, it's going to be cold and I'm going to need a sweater. And then later on, it's going to get stupid hot and rain on me. Like, I don't know. Like, what am I going to wear? I have no idea. I don't know if because I'm assuming that I'm going to have to take my sweater off halfway throughout the day and have just my shawl I would like to wear, and my shawl is rainbow. Red and rainbow don't match, so red and rainbow actually does match because it's the rainbow, but you know what I mean. So I haven't figured out like what order I'm gonna be wearing these sweaters. When I figure it out, I'll let you know. Let's get to opening Advent Day 12. So let's see what we got today. It's orange. This is called The Hunt, and I'm not sure if The Hunt is a movie or not, but I am gonna look it up and I will let you know. This is so beautiful, so Halloween-y. Let me backtrack and fix myself and get my words in order. I always add in a Halloween square on my Cozy Memories blanket and a Christmas square. So this might be my Halloween square because it's orange and it's very Halloween-y. We'll see what the rest of the month has to offer, and we'll see which one will be my Halloween square for this year. So that was beautiful. Let me get to doing my daily tarot card pull. All good things in my morning, right? I look forward to doing this every day with you guys because I have said this before, but I have a very big collection of tarot decks. I know I have over 70. I just don't know what that number is because I keep adding. So getting to pull them off the shelf, ones that I don't use on a daily basis, and share them with you and share the artist and the artwork has been a lot of fun for me. So I'm going to share with you my ultimate favorite deck today. This is the Threads of Fate Weaver Tarot Journeyman edition, because they do have a couple different editions of this deck. Like, they have a black and rainbow version. It's absolutely gorgeous. I plan on getting that one as well. It comes in this very solid box And it came with, I'm letting you know this because a lot of decks don't do this. It came with an information card right there for a short reference, as well as a full booklet, which is awesome. These cards are so sturdy. I'll show you the cards. They're thick. Look at the thickness on that. And they're gilded. Look at how thick this stack is, and it's because of how thick the cards are. Here's the back of them. They're so beautiful. And I had to save up for this deck. This deck is a little expensive. I think it's around, I want to say that it cost me with shipping maybe around $70 to $80, which is a lot for a deck. It really is. A lot of my decks are, I don't know what it is. I don't know if I like find the deck when they're out of print and that's why they're more expensive, or if they start out expensive. But a lot of like the indie decks that I buy are around $60 a piece. Like the Dark Mansion Tarot cost me $60 plus shipping, so it was almost $70 for that deck. A lot of the decks should only run around $20, $25. That's about the going rate. But when you're an artist and you're an indie artist, you can charge whatever you want and we will pay, right? For the artists that we want to support. So this is an artist that I definitely wanted to support because these cards are gorgeous. So let's give this a shuffle. They're not hard to shuffle. They're actually pretty easy to shuffle, but I have small hands, so that's not true. I don't have small hands. I have like medium-sized hands, but compared to these cards. So let me focus. Let me stop talking and think of what do I need to learn for today. And let's see what we get. Okay. Something's going on in the universe. I pulled the Fool. I pulled the Fool yesterday. I just pulled the Fool out of a completely different deck. This is the card. Look at how gorgeous that card is. And they're gilded on the face of the cards as well. So the Fool is about new beginnings and fresh energy and a new start. It's starting something new, the beginning of a journey, the start of something new and exciting, and a carefree approach to it. Just going with the flow and embarking on this new journey, not knowing where it'll take you. And that's kind of what I feel like is going on right now, because I have started a new journey. I started this whole podcasting journey. I've started a Vlogtober journey. I'm going to Rhinebeck to meet a bunch of new friends who I'm so excited to meet people. Like, it's the best thing about yarn festivals is getting to talk to people that you see on TV and don't get to interact with personally on a daily basis, but that you interact with on Instagram and stuff. Meeting them in person is like seeing a friend after a long break. It really is. I forgot to show you the rest of the cards, but I'm gonna do that because they're so beautiful. Look at this. There's the Devil. Oh my God, even the minor cards. It's a little hard to see on camera, but I'm telling you that if you're a deck collector, the Threads of Fate deck is the deck that you want to have. It's so pretty. Check them out. So I'm really going to think about this card today, because pulling the Fool out of two different decks on two different days successively means that I need to pay attention. So we'll see what this day brings. I'm going to work on Shawlography. I'm so excited to say that. I have been waiting to work on Shawlography this whole time that I've been knitting the sweater. I have avoided spoilers. Like, I don't even know how that I've done it. I don't know how I haven't seen one yet, but I haven't. And I'm going to see how far I could get today on this Shawlography so that I could avoid as many spoilers as possible on accident, because it happens accidentally. No one means to throw out spoilers. So we'll see. I'm going to do that, and we'll see you in a little bit. So here it is blocking. I have pinned out the front neckline and I am hoping that that takes that curl out. So let's hope that this works. This isn't the best blocking job, but I'm trying to just leave it out gently and not over block it like I did my last sweater because it came out too big. So we'll see how much this grows. So I've been working on my Shawlography shawl and I made it to about row 32 before I realized that I messed it up. So I did not watch Steven's tutorial video that came out with the pattern because I really didn't want to spoil the surprise and I really want this to be a true mystery knit along. So I didn't watch the video to see the techniques used in the first portion and I became confused at the techniques written pattern instructions and did not do it properly. So after talking to the girls in the knit group, they informed me what I was doing wrong and was able to get me back on track. So I am back on track now. And I'm about to show you how far I've gotten. So if you do not want spoilers, please end this video. This is the last thing that I have to talk about. There are no other videos after this. This is where I'll be saying goodnight to you. And if you do not want to see Shawlography, I hope you have an amazing night and I will see you all tomorrow. And for those of you who do want to see my Shawlography, here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Here's where I'm at. I am only on wedge 1. I have not made it very far. Here is my color A and my colors B and C. You can't really see, but there is a purple in here. So I have managed to avoid spoilers on the internet. I have no idea what this is gonna look like, but I'm really loving these colors. And I can't wait to see how this is gonna play together. So I have to work in the morning and I hope that I can get some time on that before I go to work in the morning and maybe finish another section. So we'll see. I am going to say goodnight. I hope everyone has a wonderful night and I will see you all in the morning. Good night.